He was good at making spears, but man, when he was trying to hunt, the wolf was kind of like, "You suck at this." Like, at first, yeah, the wolf was like, "Man, like, are you let him get away?"
Hello everybody, welcome to Blaze Reviews. We're bringing all the latest movie reviews from a high perspective. I'm Kay.
And I'm Rick.
And today, we took a hit of the latest Sony film, directed by one half of the Hughes brothers, who brought you films such as Book of Eli, Menace to Society, and that's Albert Hughes,
and,
this one?
Yeah, this is Albert Hughes.
Albert
by
Hughes?
himself, yeah.
And this time he brought us a movie called Alpha. Alpha follows a young boy named Keita, played by Kodi
Smit-McPhee.
Kodi Smit-McPhee, who was in films such as
he was actually in
X-Men.
He was in Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
He played the kid, and then he was also in
the X-Men,
the latest one. No, he was only in Apocalypse.
Oh,
I just checked. Yeah, he was only in Apocalypse, and he's gonna be in Dark Phoenix coming up.
But this one is his, I guess, breakthrough role as leading character.
He's the lead, yeah.
So he plays Keita, a young boy in the
It was the
Ice Age time.
Yeah, they consider it the Upper Paleolithic period in Europe. Yeah.
Where he's going through that coming of age story, the standard coming of age story, where he's trying to learn how to lead his troop whenever his dad gives it to him. And then one trip goes bad and a bison sends him over the edge, and he's left to survive on his own without his family anymore. And now with the help of man's best friend, you kind of get to see the first interaction between man and dog.
Yeah, that first kind of domestication of canines, yeah.
At first, like, the way the trailers presented this movie is like a buddy film with like the dog and the boy at first. Right. And I was like, I'm not into this crap.
Right, yeah, that first act, I was hanging on for dear life. But I gotta say, that was one of the highs. Was the story, with film, you gotta let the story develop, and I always give things to like that second act, And I thought it was very strong. The story, it was simple, but it was strong.
And it wasn't really just that buddy dog, because the dog didn't get introduced to like halfway through the movie and stuff.
Right, yeah, they give you a lot of him trying to get through what he was going through, the survival.
And then just the survival on his own and stuff was pretty good. And it kept you interested.
Oh man, I was definitely engaged. What helped me be engaged though was the cinematography. Yeah, man,
it was stellar. The way the cinematography
stellar.
was
I mean, it was just out of this world. Martin Gischlatt. Actually, I saw that name on the screen. Yeah, Martin Gischlatt.
He's the cinematographer for this film.
He was the cinematographer for this film. Great job. I mean, just on many levels. I was getting the Aronofsky kind of feel, but in a very good way. I thought like a more toned down Aronofsky mixed with also more toned down Zack Snyder. Yeah. Great use of perspective, like the scene with the ice. Oh yeah, man, that shot was really awesome. Well shot. Yeah, that shot was awesome. There were tons of great shots in this film,
and 3D really like helped. Normally, I hate 3D. We had to see this movie in 3D and stuff, but normally it's like a drawback. But this one was like, kind of improved the overall quality of the movie.
It did with the landscapes. What did you think about the landscapes and stuff?
Oh, I thought like all the shots were pretty well done and stuff. Like whenever they transitioned and showed you like how the times looked back then, I was like, oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I thought what they got really good was what they got really right. I think was, we have a lot of air pollution and light pollution that like kind of blocks out the stars. Yeah. But man, they were like the way they made an emphasis. They made an emphasis to show the arm of the Milky Way and like all the different stars, and the stars kind of help you tell the story in this thing for helping them get back home and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, like the digital cinematography blended really nicely with the kind of on-set stuff that they had, and you usually don't find that. I think, and that was a real highlight.
Especially like one of these kind of movies where it's like more catered towards kids and stuff like that. Yeah. Kind of expect to see like a whole bunch of cheap sets and pieces and stuff. Like that.
Sony did a great job. Getting the rights to this anyway.
Yeah, I mean they can do right with this, but they can't do Spider-Man, right? Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than just like the visual part of it, I think like the performances by the people in the movie were good as well.
Yeah. I thought
nice high.
I thought Johannesson, that was Keita's father, Tao, man, like he was great. Yeah. I thought like the chemistry he had, because he was playing the chief, and so I thought I really was into his performance.
Yeah, and the relationship he built with Keita and stuff, I thought was actually genuine and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
He did a good job of portraying it.
Yeah. You could tell like Tao cared so much, and man, like when he thought he lost his son. I thought that whole sequence was perfect. The morning period, I was like, man, that's awesome.
He sold it really well and stuff too. So And also, Kodi was also good in his first leading role, I would say.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it's key to really solid. I'd say, A- performance. I was getting that sense because I told you this in the theater, like, when he was in that colder area when winter came, I got colder in the theater. I was like, man, I was really into.
So I mean, that's good. That means he sold it well.
Right? Yeah, he sold it well. I was along for the journey, so to speak, and also during those instances where he's in real peril, I was feeling that too.
Yeah.
And so just from a direction standpoint, Albert Hughes, that was a huge high. His directing of Kodi Smit-McPhee was pretty stellar. Yeah, I thought.
And I never really got to that point where you just like, oh, this feels like a kid movie, because they market it like it's a kid movie, like a dog and
very mature. Yeah,
but it's a very mature survival coming of age story.
Oh yeah, like I would definitely. This is for all ages, I'd say. Yeah. There was that kid next to us who kept saying, "What are they saying? What are they saying?"
Because the whole thing is in subtitles.
The whole thing is in subtitles. Yeah, they don't speak any English whatsoever.
Not at all. And the kids are just mad, like, when are they gonna speak English?
Like literally every 10. I thought it was funny because he was like, I don't know, he wasn't that old. He was like 4.
Yeah.
And so he couldn't really keep up with how fast they were.
So he kept acting like, what did they just say?
What did they just say? What did they just say? Yeah, that was funny. But
so if your kids can't read, you probably don't want to take them to this movie.
Yeah, he was probably a little outside of the age bracket. I'd say age 7 and up, age 8 and up would really be locked into this.
That's one thing too I liked about it. Like normally I hate when movies have subtitles and stuff.
Yeah.
This one I didn't mind it at all because it helped the vibe of the movie.
Another thing I want to say is I was getting a real kind of Samurai Jack vibe because Genndy Tartakovsky, how he kind of lays out his composition and how it'll be like a really big landscape with a character this big, like in the corner. I was getting those vibes with a lot of the way that they were kind of going in and out of the transitions and stuff. I was like, wow, like if you made a live action Samurai Jack, like you got to get Albert Hughes and Martin Gottschalk together on that. Like I think it would look really cool, and Albert Hughes being an action director. So yeah, like the slow-mo, they didn't overdo the slow-mo.
They utilized the right and stuff.
And they didn't overdo the quick cuts. Had a lot of good transitions. Any more highs?
I mean, that's all the highs I could pretty much think of, but is there any downs you could think of? I couldn't really think of nothing that was just too
Yeah, there was nothing glaring. Absolutely nothing glaring. I would just say bits and pieces here and there, maybe a little too artsy. Yeah. And that's, maybe that's what they were going for.
Like they kind of just focused on the art stuff instead of the story.
Right,
at some point.
And yeah, the story kind of took a backseat to the visual side.
Yeah.
And you know how I am. Like I'm an experimental type of filmmaker, and that didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But I could see where they're letting the story take a backseat to the visuals right here, where like he was walking, and there was just a lot of these nice transitions and nice little blocked out shots showing how he has to get this weapon or get this tool, and it was okay, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah, it didn't like take you out the movie or anything like that.
Right, but I thought it did take away from the storytelling aspect. Yeah.
And like they did a good job of like hiding what they thought was probably gonna be bad CGI and stuff. Like with the lion the saber-tooth. I mean, they didn't really show him unless it was just like a big shadow.
Oh man, that thing was in darkness. Yeah. But the movements, they got the movements down right. So like the actual visual, the texture of it, really, since they were hiding it, it was okay. Yeah.
But when they showed the bison and stuff, they looked good.
Yeah, I was really shocked. Yeah. I was a lot of the CGI.
They put them in the light and stuff.
Yeah, the bison and the wolves. The wolves. Yeah, I was like, wow. I mean, they got the Jungle Book team on this thing. Yeah, and they weren't even talking. You mean
the good Jungle Book, not the one that got shipped to Netflix. We don't know about that one yet.
2016. Yeah. Well, like there's something you're gonna hear me say so much on this channel is we live in a post-war for the Planet of the Apes world, man. So your CGI animals, you gotta come correct. Like you just gotta come right.
They knew they couldn't come that correct, so they kind of hit it.
Yeah, but they hit it, but they did what they needed to do to bring that effect across. So, pretty good. What would you rate this after all?
I mean, like going into this movie, I thought it was just gonna be some crappy kids movie going. Like that trailer did not do a good job.
No, the trailer. Yeah,
they put that happy music on there, and they had the guy with the voiceover.
Yeah, they were acting like it was gonna be some run of the mill, like you said, YA kind of story.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was a good, solid, visually stunning movie.
Yeah, there's some shots. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a very nice, well performed by the actors and stuff. So I'll say this was low worth the hit.
Okay, for me. Just the things I like about the visual side, I gotta give it like a solid worth of hit. Just a little higher than yours, because I mean,
Yeah,
it elevated the film to another level because it was such a simple, thin story, but like kept me engaged with the sequences of peril along with the cinematography. I was like, wow. I mean, another director, this would be a terrible film. This would be terrible with another director helming it, but with Albert Hughes, he did a great job.
Yeah, because this is a coming of age story, but it's not going to do anything that you don't suspect. Like it's not going to do anything brand new that you haven't seen before.
Right.
Any
but
other.
I think the way in which it kind of stands out a little bit is that it's very engaging.
Yeah.
But it's not groundbreaking or anything. Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's just what we thought about the movie. What we really want to know, what did you guys think about Alpha? Are you excited to see this latest movie, or are you just kind of not sold on it based on the trailers? Let us know by the comment section below. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date every time we upload our latest movie review session. I'm Kay.
And I'm Rick.
And always remember, blaze it.
Oh man, it's one thing I gotta say though is he was good at making spears, but man, when he was trying to hunt, the wolf was kind of like, "You suck at this." Like, at first, the wolf was like, "Man, like, are you let him get away?" They were trying to scare up some food, and he's like, "Oh, I got it." And he's making all these excuses, like, "No, I tripped," and like,
they kind of had that little buddy cop element to it and stuff.
It was just a little bit of that, and I thought it was fun. Like, it was appropriate at the time.
They didn't force it or anything.
And then they kind of became a team throughout. That was awesome. But yeah, I saw that, I was laughing. I was like, man, you blew it right there, dude.